I hope you enjoyed the video today. It's September 6th here in my backyard. We're mixing up some sugar water to feed some of the bees. We'll also be treating some of the bees for mites today. So I'll show you how we actually mix the feed up. I do appreciate you watching these videos for all my viewers out there throughout the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd appreciate it if you would. Let me go over and show you how we're doing this. Here we go. As you can see, we're warming up the water the old-fashioned way. Looks like this is about ready. We found that these two pots here, turn that one off, these two pots here plus the tea kettle, about half of the tea kettle in the back, end up being just about the exact right amount for a 5-gallon bucket. We fill the 5-gallon bucket up halfway with this water, and then pour sugar in to fill it the rest of the way up. Seems to work well. We bring the water outside so we don't make a big mess in the kitchen, and we just pour it. That one's ready to go. We put some sugar in there, and then we got, this is something that's already mixed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these two buckets, get the water and the sugar in there, and I'll show you how we mix it up and get the sugar to mix into the water. I do have a tote, a 270-gallon tote that I recently purchased, but I have not yet put a pump on it to mix it up, or don't have a trailer for it yet, so it's just really not ready to go. We're still doing it the old-fashioned way this pretty much this year, or at least for right now. If we get much bigger though, we're going to have to start using that tote, because it's a lot of work to get all these buckets prepared and ready to go. Okay, so here's the sugar. We buy it in these, it takes about, we've discovered, probably around 30 pounds of sugar to mix a 50-50 sugar water ratio the way we do it. So I got this sugar yesterday over at Rural King. It was available and it was the cheapest price we found around here. So what we do, once again, we got this bucket halfway full. Try and do this sugar, one-handed here. This bag's opened up. See if I can dump it in here. Dump it in there. And I just use old buckets that aren't really good for anything else. Just kind of continue recycling the feed with. Two. I'll put one more up. Just dump things up real easily. I see it just pretty much fills the bucket. We may add just a little bit of water in there, but that's, if we just leave it like that, it'll be fine. And what I've done is I've got this stirrer right here. See this thing? Just bought it at probably Lowe's or Home Depot. Got this drill. Just a plug-in drill, works great. Whoops, well. Let me put that thing on tighter. So we got it hooked on there good. Just use this cheap drill I bought over at Lowe's or Home Depot. I think it was probably at Lowe's. And we put this stirrer on there, 5-gallon stirrer, and we just stir it up. Well, the bit came off again. I guess it didn't have it in there very tight. So we're just gonna let this settle for a minute. and then I'm gonna get this other bucket going, mix them both up a little bit, maybe do all of them a little bit more, and then we'll add something to it, something new I'm gonna do. I'll show you what that is in just a couple of minutes. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add some Clorox to it, some bleach. It may sound a little odd, but I've done it before a little bit, and the bees do just fine with it. And my friend, got a friend that's been using this technique. Okay, so the ratio is basically a teaspoon of bleach for a gallon of water. So we're gonna put 5 teaspoons of bleach in each of these buckets. The idea behind the bleach is that it first of all, it'll help keep the sugar water from fermenting and getting moldy. It'll also help, theoretically, I think, help with the gut of the bees, help prevent eczema and other digestive problems. And my friend just swears by it, says it's doing great with his bees. So we're gonna try it. It's also a lot less expensive than the supplements I've been using. I may use those again later in the year, or maybe in the winter time leading up to spring. But for right now, we're just gonna use this and see how it works. All right, we'll do this one now, last one. Almost got that one too full. The paint stir works great. So it's a little while, if you let it settle a little while, it usually just clears on up. This is the stuff we've already added the Clorox to. We're going to set it out the same way I did in the open feeding video, where we put the pine straw in it. Open feed. We're also going to do some top feeders, and some of the hives are a little bit weaker. Stirring these up to make sure the bleach is all mixed in good. That's how we got this prepped. It's interesting though, because in some of my areas the bees have really been sucking the water down quickly, the sugar water. But then here in my backyard, I set this bucket out, prepared basically just like we did in the other open feeding video, and they have hardly even touched in a couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, well, it looks like we got some checking it out a little bit, just like a bumblebee in there, but you can see it really done nothing with it. There's ants in there, and there's been some yellow jackets and other type of bees in here, but I haven't seen any honeybees in here yet. And I'm afraid it might almost be fermented. The ants seem happy with it. But this might just go bad. I might just have to dump it out. That's one thing about the amino bee that you can use for a protein supplement. It seems like it kind of maybe ferments a little bit or goes bad after a while. So, you know, I might have wasted. I've got in a couple areas, I've got this situation going on. So Apparently there's something coming in these hives here, because when there's no flow coming in, the bees are all in this stuff and they really suck it down quick. So here's some bees over here, just my bees in my backyard. They're actually bringing in some pollen now from somewhere. I don't know if we've got a little goldenrod blooming. If you look kind of close, there's one coming in with some pollen right now. There went one right in the corner, kind of in the way a little bit here. They seem pretty busy and pretty happy, you know, over here too. You know, the bees inside there working. I haven't done inspections on these hives in a while, but they are perfectly satisfied and working hard and just pretty much ignoring that sugar water. So I'm going to take these buckets of feed up here that we just prepared and we're preparing. I'm going to take them up to Ozark and the farm. Last time I took food up there, they just sucked it down really quickly, so I assume they still need it, and hopefully they do. But I think with this bleach in there, hopefully it will help preserve it a little longer, and but hopefully they'll just drink it down. Hopefully they need it. So that's what we're anticipating. And okay, well, we're gonna go get this stuff finished up, get it set up, and for the bees to keep them healthy, keep them working, and get them ready for winter. Okay, up here in Ozark, we got these first 4 buckets set out. I'll take the other 4 up to the farm after I treat for mites up here. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would, and check out some of my other videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. Hopefully the video's been entertaining and there's been good information there for you. All right, over and out. On to the next video.